throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete. So fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Second and 5. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now back to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go.
Now Jones. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that nearly intercepted. For the guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. .51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, think of it like you win a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll set up a throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Henry. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Watts. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Harris running straight ahead. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it back.
That's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, they got the turnover, and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed it. Incomplete. The offense on 3rd down today. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. they find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Stevenson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop going right around the 5 here when he's up 4.
And I think what they've done is they've got doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal as he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man right side is Shark. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not getting the 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
2nd and 4. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones, he completes it to Henry. He's brought down at the 34, call it a gain of 4. Throwing Jones toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That play might not seem like much yardage-wise, but when you look at it maybe having to go 3 and out and pump the football again, it becomes an important conversion. Now the question, can they keep it going from here?
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On 2nd and a couple. Jones
incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far, and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first sack, the first two.
In a sense, the old school defense right now, the new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll look to throw. Flush, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Patriots have it. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the fumble recovery. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's down inside the 5. That time, 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
The Steelers have a reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Patterson's kick is good, and they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Shark calls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
Jones now. A final shot before break. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And then finally, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football with a good one between the New York Giants and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. This one caught by Ridley. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Jones on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watts. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
They should put the college guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back into the line of scrimmage. Jones on 3rd down. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. Able to slither by. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Here's another carry for Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find Ridley. That's It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So this, Charles, is a tight game through the first 2 quarters, but they've come out in this second half and really took the fight to them.
And you and I both know that in the locker room at halftime, both sides' head coaches emphasize the first 5 minutes of the second half, getting out and establishing yourselves. One team has definitely done that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. New England trying to get a place on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Short yardage situation. You have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break down all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Pats are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Back to throw again.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's got another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Patriots 35. They're going to look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They run once more with Stevenson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a handoff. Stevenson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New England.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Now a run with Stevenson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Caught left side, Williams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
2nd and 9 now. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Kelly is on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
This is Stevenson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for New England, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.